Wouldn't be Ryan the Great, and today we are live reacting to the Ravens versus Chargers, guys. And today it should be a pretty good one. Obviously, we do know the Baltimore Ravens are going to claim that top spot in the AFC. Chargers trying to make their way into the AFC divisional or the AFC playoff picture. They are currently 4-6 as the Baltimore Ravens sit at 8-3. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. But before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother, Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Renegade Great. Make sure you guys follow me on X at Renegade RTG. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Renegade RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go find me on Twitch at Renegade Podcast. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the stream. Odell Beckham Jr. came back last week, 4 catches, 116 yards, the touchdown. He had himself a game. And we should be getting underway in just a moment now. I'm having a bit of a later start than expected, 8:22 time. We will be at John Harbaugh has his Baltimore Ravens at 8-3. Brandon Staley has his Chargers at 4-6 at the bottom of the AFC West. John Harbaugh has his team at the top of the AFC North, and you don't hope for a loss tonight because now that would put the Ravens tied with the Steelers for first place in the AFC North. So if you are the Baltimore Ravens, you want to watch your back as the Steelers are looking like they are right behind them, I guess you could say. Justin Tucker, he will kick it off to the to the Chargers. And that is Darius Davis back there as the kick returner. It's been raining all day in Philly. And Justin Herbert will get his start today against this Baltimore Ravens defense. And they're pretty loaded offense that played really well against the Packers last week. Unfortunately, their defense could not come through. And we should be just getting underway in just a moment. Ravens do have to get set. And Tucker will kick this one off. And here we go. And this one will go into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Chargers offense led by Justin Herbert. Some of their superstars out there include Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen. Their left tackle, Rashad Slater, someone to notice out there as well. Obviously, Quentin Johnson, the rookie out of TCU, has had a pretty solid start. Not what people have been expecting from him, but not too bad. Here is the first play. Herbert lines up in the shotgun. Eckler going to move out of the backfield. He's going to move back in and gets the carry. He is going to be brought down for a gain of around 2 yards. Roquan Smith there, the big linebacker, with the tackle. There's Justin Herbert. And through week 11 this season, 66% completion percentage, 2,609 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a quarterback rate of 99.5. 2nd and 8. Joshua Kelly now in the game. Everett in motion. And they're going to give it to Kelly, and he runs through the D gap and gains a few yards there. That'll bring him a quick 3rd down. And Chargers definitely don't want to start out 3 and out against this hot Baltimore Ravens team. Third and 5, very manageable if you are the Chargers. Herbert again lining up in the shotgun with Kelly in the backfield. Allen going to move in motion. Trip set on the left. Allen now moved onto the outside. Here is Herbert's throw. He is under pressure. He is going deep, and it is caught to a wide open Gerald Everett. Makes one man miss and is down inside the Ravens 40. A big play to start for the Los Angeles Chargers. And a beautiful throw by Justin Herbert. Offensive line gave him just enough time. Great speed rush there by Clowney, but just not enough. And you look at Everett here. Williams lets him go, and just no one picks him up. No safety, no linebackers drop. And Everett just gets lost in the shuffle. Pistol formation now. Eckler will move in next to Herbert. And he will throw. He is under pressure. He tosses it in the backfield to Eckler. Tries to make both men miss, but is not able to. He does gain a few off of that. And it is second down. This Baltimore Ravens defense has been very solid throughout this season. You hope for that to continue against a loaded Chargers offense. Pistol formation again for the Chargers. They have Smart in motion, handoff to Eckler, who cuts inside, and the Ravens are going to let Eckler keep going, and he gains 5 yards, which in turn will be a yard short of the first down marker. And there we see Lamar Jackson on the sideline awaiting his turn on the field, and he is hoping to get something going. So they're actually going to mark him at 3rd and inches. Once again, pistol formation. Eckler, though, is going to move out to Herbert's right. Herbert's going to go under center. And he's going to give it to Eckler, who tries to get to the outside. He is able to, it blocks, gets a first down, and a little bit more. So a good start here for Austin Eckler when it comes to receiving and running out of the backfield. He will come out of the game. First down, Los Angeles. Eckler this season, not the greatest year. 105 carries for 409 yards, a 3.9 yards average per carry. That's a career low with 4 touchdowns. So not a great year for Austin Eckler, where that Joshua Kelly, who has emerged into a great backup for Eckler, is there. Herbert throws over the middle, caught by Keenan Allen, and had that mismatch over there with Kyle Van Noy. He is a yard short of the first down, and Allen now is on one knee. I guess nothing was wrong with him. He gets back on his feet. It is now second down. Kelly remains in the game. And also something to point to, Herbert does have that injured middle finger that has been heavily taped throughout the past couple of weeks. 2nd and inches, Kelly in the backfield. Smart's going to move in motion. You got to assume he'll have a role here, and he does. Here is Kelly, runs through his gap, and he will gain a first down. So the Chargers are moving the ball very, very efficiently. Taken 4:35 off the clock. Eckler coming back into the game. Kelly moves out. So some frequent changes here by Los Angeles to start. And this is only the second time Herbert is going to go under center. Davis in motion. He's in motion again. They're going to run a jet sweep to Davis. He's moved farther into the backfield by Van Noy, and a tackle there by the Ravens secondary. That was Stevens there on the tackle. That'll bring up second down. And if you are Davis, you're lucky to get anything out of that. Van Noy did a great job not biting for Herbert's fake to Eckler and stuck with Davis. And internally, a 1-yard gain for the Chargers there. Guyton in motion. Herbert will throw, has time. He's going to escape the pocket. He is going to run. Justin Herbert goes out of bounds and gets hit late, but there's going to be no flag, and a fight now is breaking out. You know, the Chargers definitely did not like that. And a big fight. Flags are flying, and the officials trying to calm this one down. But you can obviously tell the Chargers offensive line was not too happy with the Ravens knocking their quarterback after he went out of bounds. But the flag thrown is not because of the hit. It's what happened after the play. And we're going to look at this here. Stone hit him, but he was not anywhere out of bounds. So he was committing to going out of bounds, but was not out of bounds. So after the play, personal foul. So they're going to call it on the offense, obviously, as they did initiate it, number 68. That is the right guard, Sailor. Chargers fans don't like it at all. So Terry McClaw, I do believe, is right. That is a late hit. His foot is coming down. I mean, actually, from that front angle, it does kind of look like he is out of bounds when that occurred, when the hit occurred. But either way, 3rd and 19. Allen in motion. Herbert will throw. He drops back deep. He's under pressure now, and he's just going to throw it into the dirt. Or into the turf, sorry, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a promising drive from the Los Angeles Chargers is taken away because of a personal foul on Sailor, the right guard, and he just kind of threw a hand in the face of Patrick Queen, which caused the officials to throw the flag. And Harbaugh is living on the sideline. I don't know what the problem is. And it's 4th down. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. The official have it as 3rd. Now it moves to 4th. I'm not sure what the problem is. Brandon Staley's yelling on the sideline as well, so both coaches are livid, and I'm not entirely sure what that problem was, but either way, Dicker comes out, and he will attempt a 39-yard kick. And this one to put the Chargers on the board for the first time today. From the right hash, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Chargers do get points out of this drive, just not what they were hoping for. They do lead 3-0 with 9:03 remaining in the first quarter. We'll see what the Ravens offense can do when we come back. So, honestly, a very good drive by the, by the Chargers. I just don't understand why they were stupid enough to get that penalty. You kind of just have to let it move on or let it go. Jeez Louise, I have so much agita from that Eagles game. I haven't even mentioned the Eagles yet. I'm wearing the Eagles jersey. I haven't even mentioned the Eagles. I don't want to disclose too much. I don't want to spoil my video, the stuff I'm going to say in my video. Oh, jeez Louise. One thing I don't like about doing the podcast, well, I obviously love doing my podcast. I love the CR7 podcast. Make sure you guys go listen and subscribe to WSJP's YouTube. But anyway, one thing that makes me mad is that we do film it on Tuesdays. I chose to film it on Tuesdays, but I forgot, like, when we're talking about the Eagles, it's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to not say what I already said in my video. So it kind of just sounds repetitive. And I know a lot of analysts do that. They just like repeat what they say on like the days before or stuff like that. But I don't know. I just don't like to sound repetitive. I feel like it takes away from the originality of my analysis, if that makes sense. So anyway, here comes the Baltimore Ravens offense as that kick was in the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens offense had a very good week last week against, I don't even remember who they played. I got to start writing down who they played the week before. But for the Los Angeles Chargers defense, already a timeout taken by the Chargers. I'm not sure if they didn't have the right defensive set or if they maybe had too many men on the field. I'm not entirely sure. But that's their first charge timeout. They will have 2 remaining left in the half and only a few minutes in. Not even their first defensive play. And yeah, just as I suspected, they had too many men on the field. 12 guys were out there. So already a bad start for a defense that has been very criticized, more or less, by their head coach, Brandon Staley, who does call the defense. Anyway, Lamar Jackson through week 11 and MVP numbers, 70% completion percentage, 2,444 yards, 2,441 yards, 535 rushing yards, a total touchdown of 17 and 5 interceptions. He is the most rushing yards among quarterbacks this season. And passing and running the ball, amazing as he normally does. This team has lost Mark Andrews for the season. We're going to start out with a handoff to Keaton Mitchell, who has emerged in the last couple of weeks as a very reliable back for the Baltimore Ravens. He gains a few yards there. And this Ravens offense, who has lost Mark Andrews for the rest of the season, are going to turn to some of these receivers here. And a fake to Flowers on the jet sweep. Jackson going to take it himself for a first down. So as I mentioned, the Ravens going to be turning to some of these receivers, such as Nelson Aguilar, Bateman, Flowers, Beckham. They're going to rely on them a little bit more because of the absence of Mark Andrews for most likely the rest of the season. And also the Chargers, they are not too healthy on the defensive side of the ball as well. Joey Bosa is now on IR with a foot injury, so that is going to be felt as the Chargers try and make a playoff run. Jackson to throw, and he's going to throw this over the middle, caught by Odell Beckham Jr. Beckham with a stop, tries to cut inside, or spin inside, not able to, but does gain a solid chunk of yards on first down. And you see Beckham one-on-one right there. He has had a great few weeks and doesn't even really make a move on that slant. Kind of just looks like it would be a fourth grader slant there, but still able to make it work, and that's just a testament of how great Odell Beckham Jr. can be. 2nd and inches, handoff to Mitchell. He gains a few yards, but is enough to gain the first down, and some more extra hits after the play from both teams. So this one's getting chippy already. And you like to see that competitiveness in the game. So now Mitchell moves out of the backfield. Lamar Jackson alone back there. 5 seconds to snap. He gets it off. Jackson with a screen to Zay Flowers. Chargers right on him. He does gain a few. Chargers trying to get fired up as they are in the early stages of this game. Zay Flowers with a few there. And it's 2nd down. And you see Leonard there. One-on-one with Flowers. Plays off. Good job by the Ravens to notice that, try to get some yardage with the speed of their receivers. But you see Leonard is a great open field tackle and only gives up a few yards. And Leonard was a 7th round selection in last year's draft, 2022 draft, starting here for this loaded Chargers defense. Mitchell gets a toss out of the backfield, and he is going to be brought down from behind by who else? Kyle Mack. And that'll bring up third down. And just a lot of traffic on that toss. And Mack, who was unblocked, notices the traffic, puts all of his effort into that play, and makes a great stop from behind to bring up third down for this Ravens offense. 3rd and 7. Jackson changing the play. He's got 5 seconds to snap. He's got a trip set on his right. Bateman's one-on-one. Here's Jackson to throw. He drops back. He is under pressure, and he is going to throw it incomplete. He was under pressure there by the defensive end, Fox, and it brings up 4th down. So the Chargers defense finally showing some life with a stop there. And you see Fox, normally as a defensive end, lines up with the center, Linderbaum. And that's just a great swim move, something that is very hard to perfect on any level, and forces that incompletion there. That'll bring up 4th down. So Davis is back there. And he will call for a fair catch, and running into him is I believe the corner. Oh, shoot. Do I even have his name down? 43. Where the hell 43 is? Is he a linebacker? What's up, Carrie? How's it going? Hey, if you took a while off, I ain't got no problem with it. I'm glad to see you back. Always love the love in the community. Who the hell is 43? I'm so lost. Ravens. See, I was kind of rushing to write this thing down. Forget what I was doing. 43. Is that maybe an offensive player? I highly doubt it. Oh, that's Justice Hill. That's the running back. I knew it was in my head. I don't know. Well, after that Eagles game, it gave me agita through the roof. So you can take it with that. But we're 10-1. A lot of mistakes being made that you don't really want to see. It is what it is. Well, really, it's not really is what it is, but we'll see how that ends up going. I mean, we can't just give the Eagles a pass because they're winning football games. Like, when you get into the playoffs, when you get into the biggest level of competition, when teams are, trying to get fully healthy, well, not always fully healthy, but a lot of their players, most of their key stars are in the game, and they're playing 100%, have the adrenaline rush with some injuries, maybe. And it'll be hard to win playoff games, barely winning like that. You want to win them handily, which is why I kind of picked the Eagles to win the Super Bowl last year, because they were winning games pretty easily. And the playoffs being because, they beat the Giants easily, which honestly I think everybody expected. And the 49ers, even though they had those injuries, they didn't let up the entire game. They kept putting the pressure on them and all that. So I picked the Eagles to win like that. But if you're barely winning, like you take another team, for example, the Vikings last year, they were winning games, but they were winning them by barely every single time. And you just can't have that. December 23rd, we have a holiday doubleheader. So I swear to God, I've done so many Chargers games this year. Coffee. I can't. I'll talk about that in a minute. Herbert to start out this drive. Pump fakes, escapes the pocket. He is going to run. Herbert does gain a few yards there on 1st down. Herbert, not really known for his running, but this Baltimore Ravens secondary has been really good this season. So he's going to have to use his legs in this game. So that was a fair catch. I guess Davis kind of moved into Justice Hill a little bit. I don't know. I actually have been drinking coffee. Like, not like that, but like every single time I go to my girlfriend's house, she makes me drink coffee. And hand off to Kelly, puts his shoulder down, and he gains a few there. Not too much. It'll bring up third. But every single time, I forget what kind it is. I don't, like some sort of caramel thing, pumpkin thing. I don't remember. It wasn't terrible. That was better than whatever the hell I had. But there's one thing. It's like some caramel mocha thing she gets. And I cannot. It tastes so bitter. It's so I can't. I don't like to drink. It's actually gotten better. My mother always told me if you drink something 12 times or try. Oh, hold on. Here's the play. Herbert in the flats to Allen. He tries to put the ball forward. We'll see where they spot him. I don't know if they're going to give him a good spot. I actually know they're going to give him a great spot, and he's going to get a first down. My mother always told me if you try something 12 times, you'll eventually like it. That's when you're going to like it after the 12th time. So I've tried this caramel mocha thing like 7 or 8 times, and it's actually gotten better every time I have it. So I guess she was right. I don't know who told her that. Have a great night, Carrie. We will see you later. Through week 11, 101 receiving yards average. And here for Keenan Allen, here is Herbert. He has to escape again. He's going to run, but he's not going to gain anything. He'll be lucky to have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That was Clowney on the chase down. And yeah, we saw Justin Herbert in week 7. Carry the grade out. Peace. So we saw Justin Herbert in week 7 hurt that middle finger. Kind of hurt a lot more and as the weeks went on, and the tape looks like it's going down. It looks like it's not deteriorating, but like it's not as much as it does in weeks past. 2 men in the backfield, and they're going to run it with Davis. Tries to get to the outside, but it's taken down by Kyle Hamilton. He has had a remarkable campaign this season. He's got a tackle for loss. I always said we should have drafted him over Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis actually had a really solid game. I'll give him that, but man, Kyle Hamilton has played so well. I think he's first in like holding receivers in rate down, if that makes sense, among safeties, which is just incredible. 3rd and 10. A fake to Kelly. Here is Herbert. He once again has to run. He is going to throw, and it is incomplete. Guyton was double teamed, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Ravens just give up 1 first down, and they force the Chargers to punt. Does someone just take off Lamar Jackson's hat for him? I wish someone could take off my hat for me when I wanted it. They see the Ravens creating a lot of pressure on Justin Herbert tonight, forcing him to use his legs. And if you are the Chargers, you definitely don't want to see Herbert use his stamina very early in this game. And the punt here, very nice one, and a fair catch called by Duvernay. And this one is inside the 25 of the Chargers. So still 3-0. 2:02 remaining in the first quarter. Chargers do have the lead. Baltimore trying to change that when we come back. I'm barely winning in fantasy right now. See, Jalen Hurts had 3 touchdowns, and I'm playing against Hurts this week in my one league, and it's so... all my guys have played, which is my problem. So the Minnesota defense, that's going to be tough. The Minnesota defense has to have 7 points. Hurts had 34 fantasy points. Jesus. Wait a minute. If he had that, oh my God, I benched Hurts this week in favor of CJ Stroud. I really hope that he didn't have more points than Stroud. Okay, no, he didn't. And I pretty much lost my fantasy game unless Eckler can dominate. I've lost like I lost the 8th seed, and I'm the 2 seed. That's just ridiculous. Trevor Lawrence had a really good day, and the Falcons actually used Bijan Robinson for the first time in their lives. Oh yeah, I've totally lost. There's no way I win. Alrighty, so here we go. Yeah, bring up Lamar Jackson's injury issues in the past couple of seasons. Hasn't had much of those this year. And hopefully for the Baltimore Ravens, who are 8-3, they can get it going sooner rather than later, get on a more of a hot streak. And that's hopefully for them will start here tonight against the Los Angeles Chargers. So at the 22, fake to Edwards, Jackson to throw. He's going to throw caught by the tight end Kohler. A flag is down. For now, Kohler has a first down around a 13-yard gain. And this one looks like it's coming back. Holding on the offense. And that was on Gus Edwards, the running back. And that's a shame if you are the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see Edwards here on this play. Holding Kyle Mack. You see, I feel, yeah, he definitely did that. I was about to say people do that all the time. They kind of just tug at like the jersey here when they're on the outside. But he put him in the whole headlock. That's obvious there. 1st and 20 coming up. Now from the 12. Fake to Edwards again. Jackson throws to Kohler in the backfield. And Kohler going to get a first down or more. Hurdles his way for a 18-yard gain. And the backup tight end, Charlie Kohler. I mean, that's Isaiah Likely. What the hell am I talking about? Isaiah Likely out of the backfield. Just let Kyle Mack go off the edge. And a great job by the offensive line to get downfield and make those blocks. What a game for Isaiah Likely. I said Charlie Kohler. I'm so stupid. 2nd and 2, Flowers in motion. The only person on the left side for Baltimore. That's actually going to change with Aguilar moving with them. And Edwards gets the carry. He doesn't get a lot, but it does get enough to have the first down. And, talking about the Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews connection, and that's going to be put on hold for the rest of this season, regular season at least, depending on how far Baltimore can go in the playoffs. And Baltimore does have to run one more play before the end of the first quarter. Flowers in motion, 4 seconds. Snap this ball. They do. Jackson, quick pass over the middle, caught by Beckham. He does go down, but also has enough for the first down. Good start for Odell Beckham Jr. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Baltimore with a half-decent start. They are not putting any points up on the board, but are driving. Chargers do lead 3-0. That Baltimore offense. See, if you were like, I don't know, if you were like a casual and you saw that the Chargers gave up a lot of points or a lot of yardage to the Ravens offense, I feel like you'd be okay with it. And honestly, I probably would be too. But when you're giving up this many yards to like the Green Bay Packers and offenses that haven't produced that well, then that's a bit of a problem. And if they lose this game today, then I don't even know if Brandon Staley's going to have a job by Tuesday morning. I feel like this is a must. It definitely is a must win because with how wide open the AFC is right now, and with how many good records are there, then it's really going to be hard because the Bills, who are, coming into the season, were one of the best teams on paper in the AFC, are now the 10th seed. You're not going to make the playoffs. You got no chance. If you're behind the Bills, who are number 10, you got no shot at making the playoffs. That's why this game is a must-win tonight for the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, I saw this. Shaq Leonard is visiting with the damn Cowboys. Can we shine Shaq Leonard, please? Yeah, there's Joey Bosa. Not even on the sideline. He's up in the um up in a booth eating cereal. That's so random. And here's a fake to Edwards as we start, and Jackson's going to dump it off to Mitchell, actually. And Mitchell gains a first down and a few more. So a good start to the second quarter for the Baltimore Ravens. First down now for Baltimore. Mitchell in the backfield again. And Jackson will throw over the middle. Caught by who else? Odell Beckham Jr. His third catch already. He is having a great show. And once again on that slant for Odell Beckham Jr. And this time Leonard playing press on him. You see Leonard cheating, looking in the backfield. Kind of gives him a look. And just undisciplined there by Leonard. But Beckham with a great slant route. Something he has perfected over his illustrious career. And is able to get that first down. But Leonard, he's got to get more discipline. I mean, he's looking at Jackson in the backfield, not looking at Beckham's hips, which you should be doing as a defensive back. There's no discipline whatsoever. And a handoff. Actually, no handoff. Jackson's going to keep it himself. Interesting play is Jackson looked like he was going left, but ended up reversing right and doesn't gain much. Only a 1 yard gain. Beckham has his helmet off now. Not too sure why he's on the sideline with his helmet off, but either way, hopefully he can get back out there. It's like adjusting his right knee pad, it seems like. Here is Jackson to throw over the middle. Incomplete, intended for Bateman. That ball definitely bobbled. That'll bring up third down. And you hate to see it for Baltimore if they are not able to get anything out of this drive. I think you just get a field goal. That's just good coverage there. Give Gilman credit. Got on Bateman's back, forced that incompletion. Gotta give him a lot of credit. Hill in the backfield with Jackson. 3rd and 9 coming up. At the 26, Jackson will throw over the middle. Tough catch, but made by Rashad Bateman. Had to go up there to get it. And that is a first down for Baltimore. And those slant routes are killing the Chargers again. And then you see Leonard once again just undisciplined, getting beat on that little move on the inside. And Jackson literally went out of the backfield. He yelled at Bateman. And here is Hill on the carry, able to break a few defenders. And a great gain for Hill to start on this first down. It brings up second. And now the Ravens are inside the 5 yard line, believe it or not. Actually, they're not inside the 5. They're actually at the 6. They didn't give Hill a great spot. And they're going to give it to Hill again. Hill cuts inside and is going down at the 2 yard line. So 1st and goal for this Ravens offense. Beckham Jr. still on the sideline. He does have his helmet on now. Ten plays, 75 yards, 5:35 remaining. Or 5:35 taken off the clock, and a timeout taken by the Chargers. And this is the second time the Chargers have taking a timeout on defense. Could have been for too many men on the field. Not too sure. And a carry from Hill. Chargers get in the backfield quickly. And Hill loses a half a yard. Jackson to throw. Wide open. Zay Flowers in the back of the end zone. That is a touchdown. Baltimore on the board. I don't know what that celebration was, but okay. The celebration wasn't too good, but the touchdown was. And Tucker makes the kick. Flag is down. So we're going to re-kick. It was a false start on the Ravens. And the kick is good this time. That'll count. So the Ravens. Jackson, the rookie, Zay Flowers. Get the Ravens on the board for the first time today. It is 7-0 Baltimore. Chargers looking to answer when we come back. Alrighty. Chargers got to answer. I mean, the Ravens offense, for how bad the Chargers defense have looked, the Ravens offense is good. Like, I know I've been giving Lamar Jackson some stuff about not, not doing as much as he should to like win an MVP when it comes to his play on the field. Like he's played really good, obviously 70% completion percentage. You can't down him for that. But when it comes to his effect on the team, I feel like the run game has done a lot. But the whole Ravens offense is like really, really good. They can do everything on the field. Like there's nothing they can't do. All right. Here is the kick. Also 10:41 remaining in the first quarter, by the way. And this one will be returned by Davis. He gets tripped up. And he will be down at around the 20-yard line. And look at Kyle Hamilton today. What a great start for the second year out of Notre Dame. He's been in the backfield. He has made a tackle for loss. He has done the little things that you will see. He has done everything. Played in the slot, been in the box, played at an actual safety spot. Eckler in the backfield with Herbert to start this drive. Herbert will throw. He's under pressure. He is going to be sacked. The pressure has finally gotten to him, and the defensive tackle, I believe. Who is 98? I'm so lost. Oh, Jones. Do I even have that down? I'm lacking, bro. Who is Jones? Is he a linebacker? I guess I just don't have him down. Oh, no, I do have him down. Travis Jones. I don't know why I didn't see that. That's the first one on my defensive tackles list. Second and 17. Herbert once again in the shotgun. He will fake to Eckler. Has time. He is going deep. And it is incomplete. Intended for Guyton. Kyle Hamilton again making a play on the coverage. That'll bring up third down. And you can see that ball was thrown in the double coverage. So hopefully for the Chargers, one of those doesn't come back to bite them in form of an interception. I don't think that Herbert saw the safety Williams because he came in the second that ball was thrown. Bad read there by Herbert. Third and 17. He's going to dump it off to Joshua Kelly. Has a few blocks in front of him. Stutters and will not gain much. Gains a few, but that'll bring up fourth down. And out comes the Chargers punt team. Another stop for this Baltimore Ravens defense, led by that man on your screen, Kyle Hamilton. And once again was involved in that play. Really wasn't able to get blocked. Got off a really good block there by Slater. I mean, some people would just kind of let that block happen and try and get Kelly from behind, but he didn't let that happen. Made a great effort there. Got to give him credit. Here is Duvernay on the punt return. Stutters, tries to go up the middle, but it's going to be swallowed up by the Chargers. Not much there on the punt return. But either way, Lamar Jackson returns to the field. Alrighty. So we are back for this Sunday night football matchup. Who plays tomorrow? The Vikings and Bears. That's it. Yeah. 8:58 remaining in the first half in the beautiful SoFi Stadium. All right, so we will start out this drive with Mitchell in the backfield with Jackson, who is in the shotgun. He will fake a toss and throw a screen to Bateman, and Bateman will be brought down from behind by Khalil Mack. There is a flag down right where the tackle was made. And even if this does come back and the tackle and reception does not count, give credit to Mack. He didn't jump. Well, he did bite a little bit for that fake toss, but did a great job recovering for the stop there on Bateman. And it's going to be an illegal block in the back by Stanley, the left tackle, and does push Leonard there in the back to try and help Bateman go forward. And yeah, you do see that there. Unfortunately for Mack, that tackle does not count, something that probably won't show up in the footage because of the penalty, but you got to give him a lot of credit there. He made a great play. Stanley, who has played in every single game that he is eligible for, all 82, has that longevity, but just committed that penalty there. Jackson, another fake toss to Mitchell. He's going to take this one himself and looks to have gained all those yards back on first down. I'll bring up second right now. When Zay Flowers was in high school, he was casting his Heisman ballot to Lamar. Oh, boy, that's hilarious. All right, so actually, Lamar gains 8 of those yards back, and this one is caught by Likely, able to stay on his feet. Likely gets a lot more yards than what he should have, cartwheels, and is a little short of the first down. All right, so this 3rd and 1, a handoff. And it looks like Mitchell there got the first down. I saw some tweet coming in report. I don't know what this is. John Gruden is not going to coach Indiana. That's ridiculous. Lamar Jackson and Flowers were talking about this celebration. I was pretty confused. I don't really know what it was supposed to mean. But either way, it is first down. So on their own 48, noting the backfield, Lamar, he will throw, and he throws this one in the flats to Likely, puts his shoulder down, and Isaiah Likely, replacing the injured Mark Andrews, has had a really good start to this game. And he is a few yards short of the first down. He's going to come out on this play. I think he asked to come out for a breather. Likely this season, only 12 catches for 125 yards, but is having a really good game in his first start, replacing the former Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews. 2nd and 3 coming up, and Likely did take his helmet off on the sideline. Hopefully he is okay. And a fake to Edwards, zips this one to Rashad Bateman as Lamar Jackson. Give Lamar credit as well tonight. He has made a lot of sidearm throws to make sure the ball didn't get tipped. That little pump fake there was able to get Derwin James in the air and just zipped it right in between his bicep. or I'm sorry, right below his bicep, and Bateman with a nice catch. Nice route as well, gets him the first down. Strip set on the right. Fake to Mitchell. Lamar, he's under pressure. He escapes. He's going to run. Lamar Jackson cuts inside and is able to gain a few yards. He did trip, and he's frustrated at himself because he did trip. Great job by Lamar getting out of that dangerous space. Pocket collapsed pretty quickly, and Chargers did over pursue, but you got to give Jackson credit. Didn't feel the pressure at all and was able to get away. Second and 3. And a fake. Jackson throws, and that was behind the intended receiver, Beckham. And it'll bring up third down. All right, third down coming up. And you look at this trip set on the left here. I'm thinking something to Flowers, who has been a bit of a wild card tonight. Here is third down, but there is a timeout taken by Baltimore. Their first of the half with 4:48 remaining in this first half. I thought that trip set was going to work because you do have those 3 defensive backs all playing 5 yards. You want to try and get something on the outside with your second guy in the slot. You want to try and, in my opinion, with those type of plays, you want to try and run that first receiver out and try and get him in the mix with that second defensive back so you can get your second guy in the slot and a little 5-yard out, and then you got a first down. So total plays in this game, Lamar Jackson and his Ravens have it by 6 plays, 26-20. And first downs, a big margin there, 11-4 in favor of Baltimore. Time of possession also going in favor of the Ravens. So 3rd and 3 once again after the timeout taken by Baltimore. Here is Jackson to throw. He is under pressure. He does trip. He's being chased by Mack. He gets away. Lamar is going to try and run, puts the ball forward. We'll see if he gets it. Officials trying to get to the spot where they think he was down, and it looks like he's going to be a little short. Lamar complaining to the judge, but to no avail. He's going to be a few inches short of the first down marker. I think he got it. No challenge, though. Edwards, a direct snap. I don't think he got it. And they're not going to give it to him. The Chargers with a turnover on downs. The direct snap to Edwards did not work out. And Murray in the backfield led the way. A turnover for Los Angeles. That is what they needed. And you see Edwards trying to get to the outside instead of going through that D gap with his blocks. Thought he could do it on his own. The Chargers had other ideas. They will get the ball. No commercial. Oh, wow. NBC. Got some money you got saved up there? Don't need to play the advertisements? Oh, no, never mind. You do. Okay. Never mind. Just when I thought that we could. Maybe get something good. Oh, we're back. First down for the Chargers at the 27. A toss to Eckler. Eckler on the outside gains a few. That'll bring up second down. Second and 7. Herbert to throw. He throws over the middle, caught by Allen, but the ball is now out. The ball is out. For now, they're going to say Ravens football, but we do have to see if Allen had full possession of it. The recovery by the defensive end, Urban. And let's look at it here. Did Allen have full possession? I think he did because he makes a turn, makes a football move. He brought it in. I think that's a fumble. And making the fumble, or making the forced fumble, is Roquan Smith. The fact that he's moving upfield gives me the indication that he is making that football move to get upfield. And Roquan Smith just pops it out. I think that's a fumble. I think that's Ravens football. Ravens offense on the field. And there's also Clowney in there as well. You can give some credit for knocking that out. Also, you give credit to Clowney. Realize that Allen was getting the football. He was dropping there on that passing play. And he was able to realize that Allen was getting the football and helped Roquan Smith pop that ball out. Give credit to him as well. A confirmed fumble, and this is going to be a turnover for the Los Angeles Chargers. It is Ravens football at the Chargers 34-yard line. They get the ball back. And pistol formation, handoff to Mitchell. He tries to get to the outside and is able to get there. Mitchell staying on his feet. And looks like he has enough to get the first down. And I'm actually going to mark him a little bit short. Great run there by Mitchell. Give credit to Ricard, the fullback, making that block on the outside on Eric Kendricks, and then Mitchell with a great move there on Asante Samuel. So second and inches coming up. And a bunch of problems from the Ravens, and there is a flag down. Ravens claiming it's on the Chargers. We'll see who it's on in just a moment. And a neutral zone infraction, so there's going to be an automatic first down for Baltimore. That was on, the defensive tackle, Austin Johnson. And he had definitely jumped. I didn't see any movement from Baltimore. And now with just under 3 minutes to play, the Ravens are now in the red zone, just inside the 20. Handoff here on a jet sweep to Duvernay, but he is going to be shut down at the line of scrimmage. Flowers in motion. Jackson in the shotgun. They don't have to run another play before the 2-minute warning. Flowers in motion again. They won't run another play. They'll let it go to the 2-minute warning. So we'll see what Baltimore can do as we are within 2 minutes of halftime. We're so close to 160 followers on TikTok. Make sure you guys go follow right away. All right, Baltimore. I feel like they should probably pass the ball. I think running the ball right now would not be the best idea unless they want to try. I mean, I think they should have enough faith in their defense that they'll stop the Chargers. So I don't think they really need to, worry about the clock. Second and 10 coming up just inside the 20. Jackson to throw. He has time. Now he's under pressure. He is going to be sacked by who else? Kyle Mack. Once again, Kyle Mack, 110% effort into taking down Lamar Jackson. And you see the mismatch here on the edge. Ricard, no match for Kyle Mack. And by the time Morgan Moses got over there, Kyle Mack was already too far in to be blocked. He takes down Jackson there for the Chargers' first sack of the day. 3rd and 15 coming up. And that is definitely a false start, but not called. Jackson's going to throw this one into the turf, and it's incomplete. There is a flag down at the end of this play, and I highly doubt this is on the Chargers. Jackson walking off the field with 1:16 remaining. Officials talking about this one. Let's see. Looks like an ineligible man downfield on Baltimore. Yeah, ineligible receive downfield. Penalty obviously declined. It is 4th down now, and the Ravens will kick a field goal with their ace, Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker, career field goal percentage, 90%. That's the highest in NFL history. This one from 42. And the kick by Tucker, as always, is on point. So the Ravens turn their lead into 7 points. A man is down on the field, but we cut away from that as the Ravens lead 10-3 with 1:12 remaining in the first half. Chargers, when we come back, trying to tie this game. With just 1:12 remaining. They only have one timeout, so it is going to be a bit hard to do anything really with the with the offense because the Ravens defense played really well. All right. All righties. And the kickoff by Justin Tucker will go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 112 remaining, as I mentioned before, for the Chargers to go down and potentially get any form of points. The Ravens defense is here, 16.1 points per game allowed. That is second fewest in the NFL through week 11. They lead the NFL in sacks with 45 this year. And the Ravens 2003 team, the only team in Ravens history, the lead with sacks, 4.2 yards allowed per passing play. Ravens defense been dominant this year, hoping to do that again against the Chargers. This pass caught by Keenan Allen, who was tackled immediately. By the safety Stone. It's 2nd and 5 coming up. Herbert to throw to the sideline. That is caught by Keenan Allen. Great catch. And a few yards after the catch as well, the clock is now still running. Stevens on the tackle. Now we're under 40 seconds to play. Herbert to throw again. Has time. Throws. Caught by Eckler. He spins. The ball's out. The ball is out again. And the Ravens recover. Another fumble by the Los Angeles Chargers. And the Baltimore Ravens once again pick up on the Chargers' mistake. They capitalize with another turnover. Definitely a catch. And that is Patrick Queen knocking the ball out. And I think that was, I can't really tell who that was. I believe that was P-Rye. Yes, it was on the recovery. And now with 26 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts in Chargers territory, the Ravens have a shot to go down and potentially get a field goal to end this half. From the 47, Jackson to throw. He is under pressure. He throws incomplete, intended for Aguilar. They wanted a flag for pass interference. They're not going to get it. That'll bring up second down. Chargers turnovers, weeks 1 through 11, had 8. That was tied for the fewest in the NFL. They already have 2 tonight in the first half, so not a good start for this Chargers offense. The defense has only held this Ravens team to 10 so far in the first half, barring any field goal or touchdown in the next 21 seconds. Here is Lamar to throw, throws it into the flats to Likely. He gains a few yards there to make it third down. And if you are Baltimore, you do want to get a first down because that would definitely go into Tucker's range. But also, if you are the Ravens, you don't want to create a turnover or take a sack. 3rd and 6. Ravens have 2 timeouts with 16 seconds remaining. And I'm probably just going into the flats if I am the Baltimore Ravens because you don't want anything to go wrong that would take you out of field goal range. Lamar fakes the hill. He is under pressure. He loses the football. And the Ravens do recover, but I believe that does take them out of field goal range. 7 seconds remaining. And that is what you could exactly not do if you are the Ravens. And once again, Kyle Mack, who has been carrying this defense, over pursues on Moses. He realizes this with a beautiful spin move to get to the inside and just pops that ball free. Luckily for Baltimore, they were able to get that back. And with the field goal kicker they have, we'll see if they can do anything with it. And no, the Ravens. No, they're at their own 49-yard line, so they're just going to try a Hail Mary to end the half. The Chargers use their final timeout. This is interesting with 8 seconds because if you don't have, if you can't, get the clock to run down to 0, you got an interesting situation if you're the Chargers because you could potentially go get a Hail Mary on your own. Fourth and 14 for the Ravens. Lamar, he throws incomplete to Bateman with 3 seconds left. So I think the Ravens were trying to get that first down to get into Tucker's range. And now the Chargers can try a last-second play, and we'll see what they can do with it. So at the Ravens' 49-yard line, Chargers get one last chance. Herbert in the pocket. He is heaving it up in front of the end zone. It is intercepted by Mullet, and that will end the half. The Ravens leading 10-3. They will receive the second half kickoff in the third quarter, and that's when I will be back. Alrighties. Here we go. The beginning of the second half for the Ravens Chargers. Ravens, once again, as we do know, are receiving the ball to start out the second half. And here is the kick. And this will go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brent Staley was interviewed. I'm not even going to listen to it because I don't even want to hear what he has to say. Fewest points and a half for the in the first half for the Chargers since 2020. So not only is the defense subpar, the offense has not looked good as well. So hopefully in the second half for them, they can pick up the slack. But as I said, this is a must game for Brandon Staley. If he loses this game, who knows if he has a job Tuesday morning. Aguilar in motion to start off this first half, and they'll give it to Edwards, who will be brought backwards after gaining a yard, and I'll bring up second down. Second and 8 coming up. Baltimore has 60 rushing yards compared to the Chargers' 35. This game has not been too high scoring, but the Ravens do have a touchdown lead, and this pass caught by Zay Flowers, who cuts inside, then cuts outside, tries to spin inside, but the safety Gilman not going to let that one happen. Zay Flowers with a great gain on second down, and great call there by the Baltimore Ravens. You see on the outside that Leonard is playing off. You get Zay Flowers, who's a great route runner, just to run that 5-yard hitch. Jackson finds him, and Flowers does the rest. Here's Edwards, who will gain a few yards on first down. First-round rookie wide receivers, and you see this, that Quentin Johnson, who is on the Chargers, not the greatest season. The second receiver pick behind JSN, and only has elapsed for 100 yards receiving this season. Handoff to Edwards. He cuts inside, puts his shoulder down, is met by a few Chargers, and that'll bring up third down. Third and 2, handoff to Hill. He cuts outside. Justice Hill to the 35, down inside the 30. Baltimore's offense coming alive to start the second half. Jackson lines up under center. A toss to Mitchell, trying to get to the outside, but is met by a swarm of Chargers at the tackle for a loss. Kyle Mack leading the way, and it's now second down. Eric Kendricks also coming out as well. Did a good job anticipating the run there. Got off his block. Second and 11. Jackson to throw. He drops back. He's under pressure. He throws. Incomplete. Too far in front of Justice Hill. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. Hill on that out route. Jackson just couldn't get it out there. Throws it inside. He was under pressure. It's incomplete. Third and 11. Jackson has to get the snap off, and he barely does. He's going to throw. He just throws it up for Beckham. He throws it too far in front of him. Or overthrows him, sorry. It's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Had Leonard on the coverage. Jackson was just under pressure. Beckham didn't really look like he anticipated the ball that early. It's incomplete. Now, 48-yard attempt by Justin Tucker to make this a 2-score game. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Ellsworth Chargers have to get going. Once again, I don't know if Brand Staley is going to have a job come Tuesday morning. And this kick is in the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Justin Herbert and the offense for their first drive of the second half. Eckler in the backfield. Allen in motion. They're going to give it to Eckler. Runs up the middle and only gains a few. I feel like the Chargers have done better when it comes to running on the outside, and just running up the middle is just not going to get the job done for them. Herbert will throw. He throws this one to the sideline, caught by Quentin Johnson, and he's going to be marked around 2 yards short of the first down. Third and 1. Herbert throws over the middle, incomplete, intended for Johnson again. That was Roquan Smith there on the coverage. So that'll bring up 4th and 1, and looks like the Chargers are going to punt. Because they have some faith in their defense that they can get the job done. And a fair catch called by Duvernay. So go to a commercial break. The Ravens trying to extend their lead. And we come back. All right, so we are back now. The Ravens are trying to extend their lead in this third quarter. See what the Chargers defense can do. See what Brandon Staley has ready for this team. Lamar Jackson started 11 for 13 with 111 passing yards and a touchdown. He has since been 2 for 8. Not a good start to the second half for Jackson, but he's going to try and fix that with a 7-8 yard run on first down. So a good start for this Ravens offense. It's now 2nd and 2. Kyle Mack now on the sideline. His helmet is off. Hopefully he is all right and ready to go in just a few plays, potentially after the 2nd and 2. Jackson does have 6 carries for 33 yards, having a very solid game. 2nd and 2, another handoff. This time to Mitchell up the middle. Mitchell to the 35, down to the 40, 45, 50. Keaton Mitchell to midfield, and the Baltimore Ravens are driving. And you see Mitchell here just with so much speed, gets through that A gap, and you see right there the linebacker, Kendricks, does not fill that gap that Mitchell went through, and that caused him to gain the amount of yards that he did. So now at midfield, fake toss to Mitchell. Jackson's just going to throw it away. This looks like it could be intentional grounding. I don't know if there's any receiver in the area. The backup tight end, Kohler, might have been, but I don't think they're going to see it that way. Yeah, intentional grounding on Lamar Jackson. Second and 22. Lamar throws over the middle. Caught! Nelson Aguilar gets the first down. Lamar Jackson with a throw on the run over the middle to Nelson Aguilar. What a play. First down, Baltimore. Good route by Aguilar. An even better throw by Jackson. And actually going to mark Aguilar short. Screen pass to Flowers is blown up by Asante Samuel. Samuel gets in the backfield, forces the incompletion. It's now 4th and inches. Samuel, he could have had that interception. It was dropped right out of his hands. Did a great job selling that. Aguilar, I guess he didn't think that he was blocking there. And John Harbaugh's going to take a timeout. He's going to discuss this over with Lamar Jackson. Make sure they have the right play in check. As we do know, early in the first half, the Ravens could not convert on a 4th and inches. Making sure that does not happen here. Fourth and inches. Edwards on the second effort gets the first down. Jackson will throw over the middle. It's too short to Bateman. It's incomplete. Fastest quarterback to reach 5,000 yards. Fastest to reach 5,000 yards by a quarterback in NFL history. Lamar Jackson, the shortest, or rushing yards, actually. Lamar Jackson, the shortest with 82 games in NFL history. And this is a screen to Flowers, and he is blown up in the backfield. Chargers with a great pursuit on him. It's third down. Beckham's still on the sideline, by the way. Actually, Flowers might have been tagged down even before they made that tackle. Third and 15. Jackson will throw. He drops back deep. He is going to throw. It is dropped by Aguilar. And that'll bring up fourth down. The ball could have been placed better, but that is definitely a drop, and he needed to get that. And this return or ball is caught by Davis at around the 15. So now the Chargers have a chance. I mean, the Ravens, few bad plays, gives the Chargers a chance to come back down and get themselves back in this game. Alrighty, we are back. So now the Chargers have their chance now. Starting on the 15. Beckler moving out of the backfield. Herbert will throw. Has time, throws, caught by Keenan Allen. He's going to get the first down and more. Keenan Allen with a 14-yard gain. And a first down for the Chargers. Justin Herbert looking to get going in the second half. Herbert will throw again, play action, dumped off to Everett. He will be tripped up, and a few yard gain for the tight end. So this hurry-up offense here for the Chargers, trying to get some momentum going. You got Ryan open in the slot on the right side. Hopefully, you can maybe get the ball to him. Herbert will throw. He's going to dump it off to Eckler. Eckler has blockers in front. Eckler going to get the first down. So the Chargers moving the ball on offense to start out this drive. And that play to Eckler didn't really look like a screen. Eckler kind of just looked like he was a blocker. Was able to sell it really well. And now this hurry-up offense is going to be put on hold for just a second. Herbert changing the play. And a fake to Eckler. This pass caught over the middle by Keenan Allen. And that'll bring up second down. That's a 6-yard gain by Allen. Trips that on the left. Herbert changing the play once again. Herbert again gonna notify his offense of a change here. Ravens showing blitz. They're gonna send it. Screen to Allen, trying to get to that outside. Now cuts inside. Allen gains a few, though not enough for a first down. Third and 1 coming up. Fake to Eckler, Herbert to throw. And this ball is tipped. And was it caught? They're going to say it's incomplete. Smart, who was open. The pass was tipped by Kyle Van Noy. And give Van Noy a lot of credit. He really got up there to make that play. And that is definitely incomplete. It bounced off the ground. And Smart had green grass in front of him. And no one within 5 yards of him as well. He could have had a lot of yardage on that 3rd and 1. But now it is 4th and 1. The Chargers offense still on the field within their own territory. They're going to snap it. Here's Eckler with second effort. I believe he got it. We'll see where the officials mark him. And it looks like they're going to give him the first down. Yes, they will. Chargers going to continue their drive. Let's see if they continue with their hurry up. I believe they will. And a fake to Eckler. Toss in the backfield to Allen. Kyle Hamilton not going to let go. Brings him down by the ankle. That's a tackle for loss. Kyle Hamilton has had an incredible game tonight. And another tackle for loss by the second-year safety. He's also done a really great job getting off his blocks tonight. And he showed that there. Kind of a lack of effort by Guyton. But Kyle Hamilton not show any lack of effort at all. Kelly moves out of the backfield. Herbert will throw. He's under pressure. He throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Diving for it was the rookie Quentin Johnston. Stevens on the coverage. Showing the strap symbol. And Quentin Johnston is a little slow to get up here. And that is not a good sign if you are the Chargers, who are already beat up at receiver. Joshua Palmer's out on IR. Mike Williams out for the season. This would be an incredible blow if you are the Los Angeles Chargers. And he is on one knee as the medical training staff attends to him. It's 3rd and 12 when we come back. Yeah, you definitely don't want anything to happen to him. Definitely from an outsider's perspective as well. And especially don't want to see it if you are a Chargers fan. All right, so now 3rd and 12. Quentin Johnston's out of the game. Now, if you're the Chargers, you need this first down. You cannot afford to punt again. Flag is flying, and it looks like there's going to be a false start on the Chargers. Yep, a false start. And that is on James. So now 3rd and 17. And if you are the Chargers, you have to try and go deep on this one. You can't just try and get some yardage to push the Ravens back and in turn giving them worse field position on a punt. You have to try and get this first down. If anything, this is 2-down territory. Here is Herbert. He's going to throw this to Allen, who was going to lateral it to Eckler, who's going to get the first down. Now, that was an incredible call by the Chargers there. Way to think outside the box. You knew that the Ravens were going to drop everybody. And then when Allen got the ball, they were going to put all their focus onto him to make sure that the top receiver goes down, not looking at Eckler. And then he's able to get that first down. And there's a challenge flag thrown from Harbaugh. He's going to see. So Harbaugh's going to challenge the backwards pass if it was not a forward pass. I don't really know how you can overturn that. I thought it was fine. So let's see. Is it a backwards pass? I think so. Lateral, backwards, whatever you want to call it. It's probably a good challenge by Harbaugh because you don't want to lose the momentum. You're also giving your defense a break on this challenge. But I don't really see it being a forward pass, in my opinion. So I don't think it was a bad idea to challenge it. I just don't think that he's going to get the call. Well, yeah, the Chargers actually get this called against them, and I think they're pretty much screwed. All right, so let's see. So from where he threw the ball, that's that's a lateral. They're putting up the line. That looks lateral to me. I can't see any reason why it's not. I think he definitely got the first down. So there's no debate about that. So yeah, first down. Call was overturned. I don't blame the Ravens for taking that challenge. While they do have one timeout, gives the defense a break. We'll see what they can do. Herbert to throw. No pressure. This pass is dropped by Guyton. Pass was a little high, but still should have been caught. Second down. Second and 10 coming up. Herbert will throw. This pass is caught by Allen. He's going to go down just a yard short of the first down. Third and 1, hurry up offense. And a handoff to Eckler. He's going to get the first down and a little bit more. Austin Eckler trying to help the comeback for the Los Angeles Chargers. My question is, why didn't Kellen Moore do that when he was with the Cowboys with that sort of play calling? I'm not getting mad at him for it. Don't get me wrong. You can do that. You can make good play calls all you want with the Chargers and not do it with the Cowboys. Davis coming out of the backfield. Eckler is with Herbert. Fake to Eckler. Screen to Davis. And once again, the Ravens on top of it. Van Noy only lets them get a yard or two. Chargers do have to run one more play before the end of the quarter. Or at least one more play. Second and 7. And they got to snap this, and that's a delay of game. And I don't think the Chargers used their timeout, so it's going to be a delay of game. Then they're going to move them back to 3rd and 12. Chargers had a lot of time to get to the line and snap it. And once again, they will have to run another play. So it's now it's 2nd and 13. And oh wait, they don't. The clock is going to continue to run actually, so that'll end the 3rd quarter. The Ravens leading 13-3 as we go into the final quarter of this game. Chargers trying to drive when we come back. All right, we're back now for the 4th quarter. 12th straight game this season going and leading going into the 4th quarter. That's quite an achievement. That's actually every game they have gone in leading in the 4th quarter. Quite an achievement for the Baltimore Ravens. Hopefully for them, they can win this one. And this pass is caught by Keenan Allen on the sideline. Just a few yards short of the first down. This is very manageable if you are the Los Angeles Chargers. Keenan Allen with 3 straight games with 10 catches plus, and that ties his own record set in 2017. 3rd and 3, Herbert to throw. He's looking Allen's way, but he's going to go to Gerald Everett, who breaks one tackle, but is plummeted from behind by Roquan Smith. That's a first down, though. Chargers driving inside the 15. And you see Everett played not too well by Williams, who was supposed to be looking over him, but no one comes in to help. Everett's wide open. That's a first down. 16 plays, 73 yards, 7:18 taken off the clock. Herbert to throw. He dumps it off to Eckler, who is battered and bruised by Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. Queen and Smith saw that coming from a mile away. They noticed Eckler did that little stutter step he's been doing whenever he's receiving a screen. Both didn't even get blocked, and they take down Eckler. 2nd and 14 now. Trip set on the left. Kelly's in the game. Herbert will throw. He's looking Allen's way. He's going to dump it off to Kelly in the backfield. He spins. Gets about a yard. Actually, just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And it's 3rd down. Third and 14. Third and 14. Here's Herbert. He drops back deep. He's under pressure now. The ball's out. Clowney knocked the ball out. And I think Clowney recovered. It is Baltimore football. That is the worst case scenario that the Chargers could have had. The former number 1 pick, Jadeveon Clowney, has just swung all the momentum into the Ravens' favor. 4 turnovers for the Chargers tonight. Herbert couldn't find anyone. The pressure was coming in. Didn't see Clowney. And Clowney, who knocked the ball out, also recovered. And you see Clowney just using his hands there on the right tackle, Pipkins. Able to get by him. And the Ravens take over. Baltimore still leading 13-3. On the most promising drive the Chargers had, maybe minus the first drive of the game, they still were not able to convert in meaningful points. All right, so the Ravens take over. Hand off to Edwards, and he gains a solid bit of yards on 1st down. Going back to that fumble, just a killer for the Los Angeles Chargers. They really needed that. And, Herbert looked like on the play before that, he got hit up at the knee. And, Herbert. He went to the medical tent after Quentin Johnston came out. So it's 2nd and 5. Hill moves out of the backfield, so it's just Lamar in there. He will throw over the middle, but it's actually going to be knocked down. He was going over the middle to an open Flowers, but the ball was knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Jones, and it's now 3rd down and 5. If you're the Ravens, you would hate to go 3 and out off that very key turnover that could potentially kill enough clock to win this game for you. Hill's in the backfield. You see Kohler and Likely on opposite sides of each other on the offensive line. Ravens are 3 for 10 on 3rd downs. Their average yards to go is 7. This is 3rd and 5. Jackson will throw. He's under pressure. He escapes. He is going deep to Flowers. It is incomplete. Flowers wants a flag. Not going to get it. It's 4th down. That was Bassey there on the coverage. And you see this here. Flowers on the double move. Jackson almost had him. That was great recovery defense by Bassey. Able to stick on Flowers just enough to make sure he didn't get that catch. And Jackson had a bit of time after escaping. Just no one got open enough. And here's the punt. Davis going to get a chance to return this one. Going to take it right. Davis has a few blockers. Davis to the 35, and he goes at it around the 39-yard line. And a bit of pushing and shoving there from the Chargers and Ravens. Brandon Staley trying to break it up. And Justin Herbert still in the medical tent, and that will bring out Easton Stick. Oh, now here comes Herbert. So it looks like Stick going out there will not be necessary. We will be back for this very key 4th quarter drive for the Chargers. Now, you got to give the defense credit today. It really wasn't the defense's fault, which is called by Brandon Staley. The offense is called by Kellen Moore. So do you give Brandon Staley his job? You keep it to him? You keep, letting him have it? That's where you don't know, because it's really don't really seem to be the defense's fault today. Only 13 points to a high-powered Ravens offense is pretty good. And a lot of these drives have been they haven't been, 3 first downs and 3 or 4 first downs. You get to the 50 or 45, and the defense comes up right at the end. No, they're drives that have been, 3 and outs, maybe 1 first down, 2 first downs at the most. And then they've been able to make a punt, which, in my opinion, for the way this defense has been playing, is really, really good. And I think for any defense, that'd be really, really good. So you don't need. So in that case, why would you fire the guy who's calling the defense based just off of this game? I don't know if you want to base this off of, the Green Bay game and games past, but if you base it off this game, he's done a really good job. I feel like the secondary has been really good at, I think the secondary has been really good. I think they've been able to get into the backfield. They've forced some incompletions. They've pursued really well. Getting in the backfield on screens. I think the defensive line's done a good job of that as well. Not over pursuing, but they've done a good job of getting to Lamar on a few occasions. They've also done a good job pursuing on receivers, getting off their blocks. I think they've done a good job at that. Now, does that fully reflect on Brandon Staley? No. There's a lot of effort being put forth when it comes to the Chargers defense. You can see that. But in turn, this game has not been good at all. Next Sunday, the Chiefs and Packers. I don't think I've commentated either. I've commentated the Chiefs before this season. I don't think I've commentated the Packers yet this year. So we'll see. And Herbert will start out by throwing to Allen. So Herbert is out there. Allen with his 11th catch today, a few yards short of the first down. So let me hear what something maybe the reporter had to say. Second and 3. Herbert will run. And Herbert to the 40, 35, 30. Justin Herbert to the 20. Knocked down inside of the red zone. Justin Herbert, no diagnosis on an injury, but there will be diagnosis here as Patrick Queen is down after making that tackle. Justin Herbert, though, with a beautiful run. Something you don't see. He's really brought out his legs tonight. Also, give Guyton a lot of credit with a beautiful block there as well. On that outside, he got a good job getting inside with his hands, and was able to block outside. Got to give him a lot of credit. But Patrick Queen is down with an apparent injury. Can't really tell what he injured. So now the Chargers are back in business, and it looks like Queen is okay. So this game will continue. So now at the 18, inside the red zone, Chargers right back where they left off. Allen in motion. He's going to move behind Herbert. Hand off to Eckler. Eckler gets through a hole. Eckler cannot stay on his feet. He gains a few on first down, so a solid chunk. That'll bring up second. Second and 4. Eckler remains in the backfield. Herbert in the shotgun, trips it on the right. That'll change. Allen moving to the left, trying to get that one-on-one. And Herbert will throw. He looks Allen's way. He's going to dump it off to Eckler. Eckler now to the 5. Now give the Chargers a first and goal opportunity. Keenan Allen lining up off the ball. This will probably be a run. Maybe not. Allen's going to move in motion. And yeah, they're going to give it to Eckler. He's going to be spun down for just a few yards gain. And it's now second down. Chargers have to push this one in the end zone. You don't want to come away with 3. You want to get all the momentum. Second and goal, under 9 minutes to play now. And if you're going to pass, you have to get the ball to Keenan Allen, no matter what. I assume they run it here. Allen once again lined up off the ball. He's going to move inside, though. They're going to throw. Herbert looks Allen's way, but he's got to go to Guyton, and he throws it in front of him. It's incomplete. Kyle Hamilton there on the coverage, but wasn't the best throw by Herbert. He was under pressure. He threw off his back foot. Definitely did not want to get hit after he went into the medical tent. No matter what the injury is, you still do not want to get hit like that after being in that tent. And if Herbert would have put that a little bit more inside, that was a touchdown right there. Third and goal. Allen in the slot. Eckler moving out of the backfield. Herbert will throw. This pass caught by Everett. He forces his way into the end zone. That is a touchdown. Gerald Everett. Just that little hitch route. And the Chargers with their first touchdown of today, of the game. Everett kind of lined up as a blocker. He was eligible, goes on the outside. Looked like he was running a little route in the flats, but then turns it into a hitch, and Williams was not set to cover him, and Everett able to force his way into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Also, great read by Herbert. The kick is up, and the kick is good. It is officially a one-score game, a field goal game. 13-10, 8:32 remaining. Justin Herbert getting this done with his legs and with his arm. No injuries shown. Chargers back in it. Now the Ravens got to respond, which is going to be a tough challenge based on the way the Chargers defense has played today. I've given them credit earlier. So we'll see what they can do. All right, so we're back now for this fourth quarter. The Ravens need a score if they don't want the Chargers to take the lead. This kick is in the end zone for a touchback, and out comes Lamar Jackson. So we're looking at the Sky Cam tonight. We're looking at Kyle Mack, who has had a really great game. Sacks, tackles for losses, pressures, lots of speed rushes by Mack. Mack tonight with 2 sacks. Had a great game. Here is Jackson's looking Beckham's way. He doesn't throw it to him. He throws it to Edwards, who picks it up off the floor, able to get the first down. With 4 Chargers there, Edwards still able to get it. And a handoff to Edwards, who goes through the middle, gains a few yards there. Ravens starting to pick up some momentum here. Doesn't Brandon Staley call the defense? Is he talking to him? I thought he was talking to Herbert. That was a past clip shown. Or maybe is he talking to Herbert? Isn't he supposed to be calling the defense? I don't know. 2nd and 5 coming up. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell getting to the outside. Keaton Mitchell pushed out of bounds. Gets a first down, a lot more. The run game for the Baltimore Ravens coming alive here late out of that pistol formation. And you see just a good block upfield. And I want to give credit here to Kohler, the backup tight end, and Ricard made great blocks, but mostly to Kohler, who was able to get that block upfield on a linebacker. I couldn't see who it was, but he did a great job making that block. Mitchell able to use his speed to get the rest. So now in Chargers territory, 3 seconds to snap it, and that's going to be a false start. They're going to let this play out, though, and no, they're not. Jackson will just throw it in the dirt. He's pretty frustrated, and that will be on Stanley, the right tackle. I'm sorry, the left tackle. Want to get a bit of an advantage over Kyle Mack. Can't really blame him there, but unfortunately cost him. Stanley with a few penalties tonight. Not too costly. Hopefully this won't cost the Ravens here. And Ravens then looking ahead. They get a bye week on the next week. Then they have to go to the Rams, Jaguars on Sunday Night Football, 49ers. So a few tough games for the Ravens coming up. 1st and 15, no one in the backfield. Jackson, screen pass to Flowers. Chargers have played this well. Flowers gains those yards back, and it'll bring up 2nd down. No, still he's not talking to Lamar. So actually, Flowers gains all those yards back and one more. Second and 9. We are now under 6 minutes to play in this game. From the 46, Jackson's looking Flowers' way. That doesn't go there. Jackson has to escape the pocket, and he dumps this off to Keaton Mitchell, who gains the first down. Lamar Jackson with a throw across his body to Keaton Mitchell, and the Ravens are once again driving, and they are in business still. Mitchell just kind of got lost in the shuffle there. Came out of the backfield. No linebacker was looking at him. They thought he was just a blocker. And he had that option. He used it to come out of the backfield and become a receiver. And he used it really well. Jackson, 18 for 32, 177 yards, a touchdown pass, likely in motion. Handoff. Actually, no, Jackson's going to keep. Only gains a few there. Just going to gain 1. It's 2nd down. Jackson lining up under center, handoff to Mitchell, and Keaton Mitchell gains a few. And bring up 3rd. Third and 3 coming up. Mitchell with 64 rushing yards, 25 receiving. He'll come out of the game for this 3rd and 3. Kind of surprising, as I'm sure they do need him. It's a crucial down. Under 4 minutes to play. Hill in the backfield with Lamar. Likely in motion. Handoff to Hill. Interesting call. Hill is not going to get there. Even with the extra push, Hill is not going to get there. So a crucial call for John Harbaugh. And I can't assume that they're going to send on the field goal unit after running the ball like that. I don't really understand Harbaugh's logic on that one. If you're going to run the ball on 3rd and 3. You might as well go for it on 4th down. That seems like logical football. But no, the Ravens are going to kick this field goal and just attempt to make it a touchdown game. The recommendation from Next Gen Stats says go for it. I don't really know if you should go for it. I just don't think that this is the smart idea. And this might have been a delayed game, but it's not going to be called. Kicker's kick is no good. Justin Tucker actually misses a kick, and that might have been all the more the reasons to go for it. So the Chargers now going to take over with the Ravens getting nothing out of this drive. They get a chance to either tie it or take the lead when we come back. Justin Tucker actually missed a kick in a late game situation. Next thing that's going to happen is the sun's going to explode. And this first play to Eckler is going to go nowhere. So now 2nd down coming up. Was the snap not good? Snap looked good. Hold looked good. Brandon Staley better be doing anything but celebrate because he needs to win this game if he wants his job. 2nd and 11. Herbert will throw. Has time. Throws it. It is caught by the receiver, Erickson. That's his first catch of the day, and it comes in a big moment. 1st down, Los Angeles. And you see Hamilton there making the switch. And really the corner, what's his face? I can't even say it now. Herbert throwing. His pass is just thrown away. I don't really know where he was throwing that to. It's incomplete. Anyway, on that last play, 21. Who the hell's 21? I don't know. Whoever the hell 21 is made a switch with Hamilton, and he couldn't get on Erickson in time. I think he thought Erickson was going with the post, but he went with the corner. 2nd and 10. Who the hell's 21? I'm so lost. Anyway, Herbert to throw. He drops back deep. He throws it over the middle. This is caught by Guyton. He makes a move. Not going to be able to gain much. It's 3rd down. I think he lost his cleat in the process. And Chargers don't have to run another play before the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 6, and I don't think they're going to be able to. And, they're not going to run another play. They cannot. 2-minute warning. Ravens lead 13-10. Ravens have 1 timeout. Chargers have 3. Chargers trying to win this game with a potential Justin Herbert touchdown drive. So right now, with Kansas City's win, they're in first place, and every single team is 8-3 minus. Well, at the end of this game, the Ravens won't be 8-3. They'll be either 8-4 or 9-3. So if they win this game, they're atop of the AFC. They have not had their bye, which will come next week. That is something to note right now. So entering tonight, the odds to make the playoffs for the Chargers were 11%. If they win this game, it's 21%. If they lose, it's 5%. So as I said, a must win for the Los Angeles Chargers. Statistics would say just to fire Brandon Staley tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. Do I think they do that? No. Do I think they should? Probably. Harbaugh's arguing with the officials on the sideline. Not entirely sure what he's so mad about, but he's a coach, so they're always mad. Either way, Chargers are in their huddle waiting for the officials to give them the go to run their offense. That's how you want to word it. Two minutes remaining. Herbert will throw. This pass is incomplete, intended for Eckler. He wants a flag. He's not going to get it. Fourth down. Biggest play of the game so far. Comes up right now for Justin Herbert and company. This is really the play of the season when you think about it, because I highly doubt the Chargers can go down with no timeouts against this Baltimore defense and get a potential field goal. I mean, they could get a field goal or touchdown, but this is the play of the season so far for the Chargers. Here it is. Herbert drops back to throw. He's under pressure. He is just going to throw it, and it's incomplete. The pressure came in from Mullet, and he forces the incompletion. The Ravens will take over. The way the run game has been played by the Ravens, they could potentially get a first down and end this game. So the Chargers have a very good linebacker core, so they can stack the box and fill any hole that they need and get on the outside as well. So Mullet looked like he was going to defend Parham, but then at the very last second, he moved more onto the outside shoulder of Rashawn Slater, and rushed Herbert without being touched and forces the incompletion that could put a halt in the Chargers' playoff hopes. And they also are in Chargers territory, that being the Ravens. So that gives the Chargers all the more reason to doubt him. Lamar Jackson's going to take it himself, and he gains a solid bit of yards on first down. And as expected, the Chargers are going to use their timeouts. Ravens do get a first down. This game is over. Second and 5 now. Two men in the backfield, that being Ricard and Mitchell. Jackson going to take it himself again. He's going to gain a few there on second down, sorry. And the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And looking ahead at the Chargers, they face the Patriots next week, which should be a win. Face the Broncos, who are on a hot streak right now. That's a tough game. The Raiders, well, they lost to the Chiefs. They look pretty good. The Bills, they look good again, losing against the Eagles. The Broncos again on a hot streak, and then the Chiefs, who at that point probably won't be playing their starters in the last week of the season. So a rough patch for the Chargers. A lot of division rivals. And if they can win most of those games, then they could see themselves in playoff contention. But losing this game would not help. A jet sweep to Flowers, who gets the first down or more. Zay Flowers to the 20, to the 10, the 5, touchdown, Baltimore. And that is the dagger. Maybe I'll have a better formation or a better celebration. Yeah, the soccer kick. Oh, and the Sioux by Zay Flowers. And that's a killer if you are the Los Angeles Chargers. Flowers taking off his helmet, yelling as he is greeted by a bunch of smiling Ravens staff members and players. Tucker's kick is good. 20-10, 1:36 remaining. The Chargers only have one timeout, and they have to get 10 points in the next 1:36. It's going to be a hard thing to do. But Zay Flowers, with 2 total touchdowns tonight, got in space, avoided a tackle, and was able to get into that end zone. No one followed him as well. Nobody followed Flowers. Well, actually, they did follow him. That was Bassey there. A little lazy on the follow, the Flowers. Lazy on the tackling. And lazy, honestly, has been the story of the game for these Los Angeles Chargers. Been lazy on blocks, lazy getting off of blocks, lazy making tackles. Lots of laziness from the Chargers. And this is definitely going to hurt. And there's the kick. 37 rushing yards just because of that. And this is in the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Justin Herbert and company to try and see what they can do in 1:36. Herbert will throw, has time, he throws. It is caught by Keenan Allen, who gets to the Chargers' 45-yard line. That was 6 seconds. Allen with 14 catches, 106 yards. What a game for Keenan Allen. You would really hope for them it doesn't go to waste, but it sure seems that way. Herbert's throw again. Under pressure, he throws it. It is incomplete. Intended for Allen once again. It was off his hands. Good news is it stops the clock. Bad news is Chargers don't advance anywhere. 2nd and 10 coming up. Herbert will throw. Has some time now. He's under pressure. He is sacked. Washington on the sack. And that seems like it is the final nail in the coffin. Third and 19 coming up. Herbert will throw. And he throws it absolutely nowhere. Threw it closer to the Ravens defenders than he did to his own receivers. 4th and 19. Herbert's kind of making a face like he has some sort of injury. And you sure hope that isn't the case. 4th and 19. It's going to be hard to try and continue this drive. And Washington slammed Herbert to the ground. That was a body slam right there. 4th and 19. No one in the backfield. Here comes the blitz. Herbert throws. Incomplete. Behind Allen. And the Ravens will win this game. Clowney waving goodbye. And that will do it. That's true. The Chargers did pick Quentin Johnson ahead of Zay Flowers. I'm sure they're regretting that now after he put up the only touchdowns that the Ravens have on them. Quentin Johnston, 1 catch I think he had. The Ravens will just take 2 knees, and that will do it. There's the first knee, unless the Chargers are stupid enough to use their timeouts. And they won't. They'll let this one wind down. 1 more knee. Ravens saying, hurrying this up. I want to get out of there tonight. And that will do it. The Baltimore Ravens defeat the Los Angeles Chargers 20-10. The Ravens will improve to 9-3. They will move atop to the AFC heading into the bye. The Chargers will fall to 4-7. One of the most disappointing teams in the NFL this year has made their road to the playoffs even tougher. And that'll do it for the stream, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe with your post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother, Living the Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Run the Cog Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Run the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.